I want you to imagine yourself spending a lot of years learning a skill, building a career, and doing everything that society told you to do, only to wake up one morning and realize that a machine can do part of your job in seconds. Not because it is smarter than you, not because it is better than you, not because it works harder than you, but simply because technology changed faster than you expected. Today, millions of people all around the world are afraid that AI is going to take their job. Writers, designers, programmers, even customer support workers. Some people think this is the beginning of a mass unemployment crisis, whilst others genuinely believe and think that AI is going to create more opportunities than ever before. So who is right? Are we actually losing our jobs to AI, or is there more to the story? Because after looking at what has been happening during every single major technological revolution in history, I honestly don't think the biggest problem here is AI taking people's job. I think the biggest problem is what happens when some people learn how to use AI whilst others don't. Don't worry, I'm going to explain. Now, let me just take you back a bit. Before AI, before computers, even before the internet itself existed, people still had the same exact fear of losing their jobs. They believed new technology was going to take their jobs away forever. Let me give you an example. When tractors were invented and they became common and farmers started using them on their farmlands, you'd realize that these farmers started employing less and less of human labor. They started employing less manpower to work on their fields. Again, when ATM machines arrived, many people thought bank tellers were going to lose their jobs to these ATM machines. And finally, when computers entered offices, the way people worked changed completely. But here's the interesting part. The world did not run out of work. The jobs simply changed. New industries appeared, new skills became valuable, and millions of new jobs were created that didn't even exist before. And that's why history teaches us something very, very important. Technology has always replaced some jobs, but then at the same time, it created new opportunities. So if we've seen this very thing happen before with the tractors, with the ATM machines, with the computers, why does AI still feel very different? What makes this particular technology different from every other major technology that came before it? The reason AI feels different is actually very, very simple. Most technologies in history automated physical work, but AI did the opposite. It automates mental work. A tractor helped farmers work faster, a machine helped factory workers produce more. But for AI can write, AI can research, it can analyze information, it can generate images, it can even write computer code for God's sake. And that's what makes people nervous. For the first time, a technology isn't just helping with physical tasks, it's helping with tasks that many people believed only humans could perform. That's why the conversation around AI feels very different from other conversations around tractors, around factories, around computers, even around the ATM machines. Because this time, it's not just manual workers that are paying attention. It's writers, it's designers, it's accountants, lawyers, programmers, and even many other professions. But here's where most people get it wrong. Just because AI can perform a task, does that mean it can replace an entire profession? Well, not necessarily. And that's where the story becomes much more interesting. So, whose jobs are actually at risk here? The answer is not as simple as most headlines make it sound, because AI usually doesn't replace professions overnight. It replaces specific tasks in these professions. Think about a lawyer, for example. AI might help review documents or perform legal research much faster than a human being, right? But clients don't just hire lawyers to research information for them. They hire them for judgment, for strategy, negotiation, and experience. The same thing applies to many other professions. A designer doesn't just create images, a programmer doesn't just write code, a teacher doesn't just come and deliver information to students. What AI is really doing is removing some of the repetitive work that used to take hours for human beings, and that creates a very different future from the one most people imagine. Instead of replacing entire professions overnight, AI may gradually change what people spend their time doing inside those professions. And if that's true, then the biggest opportunity may not go to the people who are fighting AI or against AI, but the people who learn how to use AI and work with AI. And this leads to the biggest mistake a lot of people are making right now. They are asking, will AI take my job? But that's the wrong question to ask. A better question to ask is, can someone using AI do my job better than me? Because That's where the real competition is starting to happen right now. Imagine two people with the same set of skills. One uses AI to work twice as fast, whilst the other doesn't use it at all. Who do you think will have the advantage? Obviously, the one working with AI. This is why many experts believe AI won't simply replace workers. It will increase the gap between workers. The people who learn it will become more productive, and the people who ignore it will struggle to keep up. So, does it mean college is now useless? Does it mean learning skills no longer matter? Not at all. In fact, the rise of AI is making learning even much more important, but the type of learning is changing. For decades, success was all about what you knew. Today, it is increasingly more about how quickly you can adapt. The people who thrive in the AI era won't necessarily be the smartest. They will be the people who keep learning, the people who stay curious, the people who embrace new tools instead of fearing them. Because history shows us that every technological revolution creates both winners and losers, and the difference is usually not the technology itself, but how people respond to it. So yeah, maybe AI won't take everyone's job, maybe it will, but one thing is very certain: the world of work is changing, and the people who adapt usually do better than the people who resist. So the question right now is, which group will you belong to? If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe for more videos exploring the future, technology, work, and bigger things shaping our world. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.